Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, as usual, I'm doing a reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you see are from this deck. So Sagittarius, you have a message today coming through about trying to escape a crowd, and it's coming through as like a very beautiful and very simple storyline. And the main message is you are protected. You have protection to exit the crowd, to find a way out of the crowd. But this is either going to come in a very clear, intuitive guidance, or it's going to come literally as somebody that is going to help you find your way out of this crowd, because they know a way, because they have, in a sense, they sympathize with what you're going through, and maybe they have been through a similar experience before, so they know how to work their way through the density of a mass, right? Being in like a crowd, right? Of a show, of a concert, for instance, and you wanting to find your way out of that very dense crowd that is just keeping you stuck, right? It's like there is this clear decision in your part and this knowingness that you need to remove yourself from that because that is too dense. It's keeping you stuck. And this could be translated because let me show you the cards and I'll say what I was going to say. So we're beginning with the Seven of Swords. This is your decision. This is your knowingness. This is you needing to get out of a place where you're feeling dizzy, where you're feeling too cramped up, too squished, or too it's not the word, squeezed. You're in a place where there are more people than what is healthy or what is just pleasant. It feels like a place where there is this very big crowd, right? And things are getting messier in your mind, or it's like the more confusing the environment gets or the louder it gets, the clearer in your mind you know that you need to get out of that place. Because the way that I'm seeing this Seven of Swords is like, this is the mental clarity and this is the protection that is creating this ring or this circle of protection, almost like it's like the scene that I'm seeing. It's like a celebrity with dozens of like bodyguards around to help them move through the crowd, right? So but this is your mindset, this is your knowingness, and this could even be your guardian angel, Sagittarius, or some sort of spiritual protection. That is, the moment that this sparks, that this idea comes to your mind, it's like it multiplies, and it's like creating this circle or this ring that is going to help you move through the crowd. So the Eight of Pentacles here is talking about the crowd. It's like the moment that you realize that you're being the energy is getting closer and closer and closer, or people are getting closer and closer and closer, or maybe a deadline, right? Because the Eight of Pentacles usually has to do with work or workplace, or some sort of project related matter, or something that you need to pass through, right? It's like it's getting closer and closer and closer. So it's giving you this knowingness that you need to maybe ask for more guidance, but I feel like it's happening instantly and without your asking, to be honest. It's like just your knowingness is activating this spiritual protection. It's like it's coming through as a ring, right? You see why. So this ring, it's actually going to be effective because right now the Eight of Pentacles is everything, it's like there is no passage, right? There is no way that you can go through these people or this project or this deadline, or the sense of density of the masses, right? Or of maybe work is piling up and you feel like that's the crowded, busy environment. Maybe your workplace is very messy and things are feeling like they're going to fall on top of you. So there is this activation, this spiritual activation, but I feel like it's not going to be easy, Sagittarius. With the 9 of Wands, it's like, yes, there is a way out, but it's challenging, right? It's like the density is still here in the 9 of Wands, because it's like the traditional meaning of the 9 of Wands. It's actually weighing a lot more because of the 8 of Pentacles, which is very interesting. It's like, and sometimes I see the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles as a double energy of the 5 of Pentacles. So somebody carrying the load, somebody carrying the work of another, you doing more than you can handle. So it feels like it's cramping up on you. It's like, but the 9s, to me, they are all about the individual path. And it's interesting because it shifts, right? It's like, it feels like, yes, there is a massive challenge ahead of you, maybe because of the crowd that you're in, or maybe because of, the workplace that you find yourself in, Sagittarius, or maybe because you're doing more than what you initially set out to do. But then when you realize, it's like, it's just there, right? It's just building on top of each other, and it's like, it's too much, right? This is too much work, like a great effort. But here we have the clear passage, right? It's like, yes, things are going to be challenging, but there is a way out. And it seems like the way out, well, maybe comes from your clear knowing, right? The clear passage comes from your clear knowing, because with this card coming next, this is very intriguing, because it's coming through as like a voice that you don't know where it is coming from. The 2 of Swords is talking, well, what I heard with the 2 of Swords was, follow me, follow my lead. So I feel like you're this one. It's like here, your clear knowing, your decision, it's like something switches, right? There is this switch that flips in your mind that instantly creates this reaction, or it's like this thought that is reverberating in your mind, that is activating this shield, right? Or this ring of protection to help you pass through the crowd, or maneuver your way and navigate through a crowd, through a massive pile of work, perhaps. And so here, this 2 of Swords is like this voice, right? It's like, this is no longer just in your mind, or in your intuition, or in your knowingness, right? This is something that I feel like you're hearing. It's like you hear this voice saying, follow me, follow my lead. And you're this one. And I feel like there is somebody that is going to show you, because they're coming through as the Knight of Swords. So it's like they are there in the crowd, but they are not of the crowd, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that is something that, how do I explain this? It's like, they are there, but they don't belong necessarily there. It's almost like they are just passing through, right? It's like they have a feeling of being a stranger, at least for you, and at least at this first moment, the moment that you hear their voice saying, follow me, you don't recognize. It's not a familiar voice. But there is a sense of familiarity that comes at the end, not straight away. It's almost like maybe you're so dizzy, right, of this massive crowd, of this massive pile of work, or this deadline that is just pushing you to the limits, right? It's challenging you, that you don't, it's like here with the Nine of Wands, you have this clarity that if you want to go through this, you're going to do this on your own. You'll have to do this on your own. But at the same time that you know that is going to be extremely challenging, it's like somehow maybe, you know, the heavens open up and then you realize that you have this divine intervention that is coming in a way of a friend, or, you know, somebody that is just seeing you struggling, or seeing you maybe in a panic attack and wanting to help, maybe because it's like they just know how. They know how to help you. They know a way out, because it's like, it's almost like they can read your mind, or maybe they can read your signals. They know what it is to feel, you know, cramped up in a busy place. It's like maybe they know what it is to be, you know, struggling with this work deadline. I feel like for some reason, because they're coming through as the Knight of Swords, and I just saw 1144, it's like they recognize your own knowingness. It's like for them, it's clear to see how clear you're feeling like you have to get out of this place, right? It's like for you, it's very clear, but you thought that you would have to make your way out of the situation on your own. It's like maybe it's your work, it's your responsibility. Maybe you got yourself there in the first place on your own, so now you have to get yourself out on your own as well. This is your belief, right? But because there is this ring of protection that could be, you know, your spiritual team, I feel like maybe they're sending somebody that is going to guide you when you cannot see a way out, right? The Two of Swords with the message of not seeing, right? Being unable to see a path ahead, to see the clear path, right? Or at least see a path that is maybe less challenging or less daunting, or, you know, fearful in any way. It seems like here you have a helping hand that you didn't expect, that you didn't anticipate, that you were not asking for, at least not consciously. If you did, I feel like it's almost like this chain reaction type of thing, right? One thought that instigates or activates your angels, but it's not something that is, you know, conscious, at least not at this point. I feel it because this is coming out of the blue, right? This is a sensation that I'm having. It's like you don't see this one coming, because perhaps they are, it's like they are there, but they are not part of the crowd. It's so strange, because at the same time that I feel like they can be like just, you know, this energetic presence, very much I feel like they are embodied, right? Because here with the Ten of Pentacles coming next, I feel like they are, it's like they are going to be, it's like they're going to guide you. You see how here the 10, there is like this, the 8 pentacles are aligned up to the sides, and there are 2 pentacles in the middle. These two are you and them, right? With the Two of Swords, I'm seeing you as this bottom sword, and them being this guiding light, right? Or guiding voice, right? It's like they, first you hear their voice, and maybe then it's like they catch you by your hand and then you follow them. But it's like at first you cannot see a way out, because everyone is in the same room, or the room is very busy, or, you know, you are actually in the middle of this crowd. So you need to trust what you cannot see, but what you can hear. So again, it starts with this intuitive knowingness, but it's like this, it's I don't know if you've had like this auditory experience, Sagittarius, where a guidance comes very clearly that is almost like as if, you know, me talking to you, right? It's like this actual voice speaking to you. It's like, it's maybe you think it's a voice in your head at first, but then, you know, I feel like there is somebody actually saying something, because the Ten of Pentacles, it's like they're saying, I know a way out. I know a way out of this situation. Or so maybe they have a quick solution, right? Or not a quick solution, but like a solution that is effective to win over the density, or to find their way through the density or through the pile of work. It's like they know an effective way to go through all of this. Maybe it's just a mechanical type of work, right? So it's a lot. It can be overwhelming. It can be exhausting, right? Energetically, physically exhausting. But they know how to do it. And it's almost like they're saying, I'm going to show you how I do this in a very effective way. I'm going to show you how I've cracked a way through the density, right? It's like they know how to maneuver this situation. Maybe they have been through, you know, endless deadlines before, and so it's like they know how to do so. It's like they have, the way that I'm seeing the Knight of Swords, it's like they're always learning new ways to crack that code, to be more effective. And it's like they are this A++ student that is always, it's like this very smart person, but it's like they know how to blend in the crowd. I don't know how to explain this. It's like they are in the crowd, but they don't, it's like they're not standing out. It's like they just come out when their ideas or their effective solutions are needed, which seems to be the case with you. It's like even without you knowing that you're activating them or that they are wiring to your thoughts, it's like they're connected. They can hear your thoughts. It's like your struggle maybe was their struggle, but because they have been cracking the code, because they have been working through the density, through the masses, through the crowds, it's like they know, they see the way out. It's like they can hold this passage for you, right? This is how I'm seeing. It's like they're saying, here, come, I can hold the crowd for a minute, but you need to run, right? And here, ending this portion of the reading with the Six of Cups, well, first of all, this was coming through with the word sympathize. So they are sympathizing with your situation. And that's the reason why I feel like at first you can only hear their voice, because it's like they're maybe, you know, sending a message through your intuition, right? In telepathy, but it's like they connect with your thought, or maybe like your instant reaction, right? With the Seven of Swords is instigated, and maybe your body language is moving in a way that they know exactly what you're thinking, right? It's like maybe this initial trigger or the symptoms of a panic attack, and they recognize that. So it's like they pick up, and I'm getting goosebumps. It's like maybe this is so real that once the signals are showing on the outside, it's like they know exactly what to say to calm you down, to give you this certainty that you are going to remove yourself and exit out of this place, out of this overwhelming sensation of everything piling up on you. So they sympathize, right? They recognize the remembrance. Usually the Six of Cups to me has this remembrance, right, of something in the past. And so I feel like actually, you know, the same chain reaction that I was seeing that was creating this ring of protection around you, it's like they know. It's almost like they have the helmet is their own, well, maybe it's the shield that they have found to effectively go through this pressure, or this, it's almost like being in this pressure cook, right? So but they know how to find their way. It's like they have found this antidote, or this mechanism, or this tool, this protection, this shield, right? Now they wear it, is something that it's like they can, that's the reason why they are in the crowd but not from the crowd. It's like they can enter this very pressured place without being harmed. It's almost like they're there exactly to rescue those who cannot sustain the pressure, because they can find a way out, right? And it's a very successful way out because they have been there, they have done it. And I want to say again, because they're coming as the Knight, it's almost like they are constantly improving their technique, their mechanism. And so they recognize how effective this can be for others, because in the past maybe they couldn't see a way out as well, but now that they do, it's like they are there to guide in moments where perhaps you cannot see, right? You cannot find your way out. But also the Six of Cups for you, and you know, the flip side, and how you are sensing this rescue, this out of blue help that is coming from maybe somebody that you don't even know, that maybe you haven't ever seen before, right? It's actually giving you this calm and peace and serenity and tranquility, right? It's like they have, yes, they are being very effective. Yes, they are being very hands-on, right? Maybe even working with you, right? Helping with the work that you need to do. But at the same time, their energy is so soothing and it's so calming and actually very reassuring. It's like they can calm you down, right? Maybe calm your nerves. So I feel like even though you don't know them, it's like, it's almost like there is this sense of familiarity of, you know, maybe this is somebody that you've known in the past but you're not remembering, or maybe, you know, there's a sense of gratitude, almost as if, like, you know, if this was somebody that you remembered, it's like, or maybe it's almost like, okay, what is coming through right now is like, what is happening right now, it's almost like a deja vu, right? Like this moment where in the future you're going to be reminded of this moment right now. What is happening right now is going to be a past memory for something in the future, right? So it's like you're having this flashback type of reversed sensation. I don't know if that makes sense, Sagittarius, but it's like there is a strange familiarity to this, but it's not from something that happened in the past, but rather what is happening right now being the past for something that is going to come in the future. I truly hope that this makes sense. It's weird, right? But you find your way out with the help of this one. So I am going to pull more cards for you. And also the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.